Hey guys, welcome to this week's video here on Looney's Garage. We're going to be pulling the motor out of a 22 Polaris Sportsman. Bear with me though, because I'm going to having the generator running right now. The reason is because we got the tropical storm, well I guess you could call it tropical storm, from Hurricane Helene, however you say it. But basically it blew down a bunch of trees around my place and we don't have power. But I've got a generator. We're running the generator right now. Last week we were working on the KFX. KFX is sitting here right now. I ain't messing with it yet. We'll work on this thing this week. I got my lights going. You can hear the generator. I mean, I'll show y'all it. It's right here outside. So it's gonna be a little noisy. But that's all right. We'll just talk a little louder. Yeah, I mean this here machine, I'm suspecting it's got bad rod bearings. I'm probably not gonna tear it down in this week's video. Right now we're just trying to get that motor out right there. Trying to get that motor out and we'll be set. I know these are rails off of a Razor 800. The reason is they had this machine had brand spanking new tires on it whenever the motor went. It's still running right now. I'll insert a clip of it running right now. You can hear it's knocking really bad. Dealership had it for a while. They suspected that it was the rod bearings, and the owners thought that the water pump was bad, and the water pump was making that noise. Basically the water pump was giving trouble, and you know, normal Polaris stuff, these Polarises are, especially the newer ones, are kind of known for stuff like this. I'm not going to say what dealership had it, but this was not that way whenever it went to the dealership, and they let it sit outside and specifically told the owner that they had let it sit in the shop, which is not true whatsoever. But yeah, let's pull the plastics off and get down to it. I'm gonna put y'all on a time lapse probably to pull this plastics and everything off. All right. Alright, so now we need to pull the gas tank out of it. I got all the plastics off. Actually, it's pretty straightforward. That's why I wasn't really going to explain it very much. Need to pull the plastics off, pull the intake off, disconnect your battery. I ain't done that yet, but make sure to disconnect your battery. Because if you don't, you'll risk frying your ECU or PCM. I'm an LS guy, so I think of PCMs. Basically disconnect everything around the motor. Gonna have to drain the coolant here in a minute, but to be honest with you, I don't think there's any coolant in it, so we'll see. I'm gonna have to figure out how to unbolt it though from that transmission, because I've never done this before, y'all. On one of these Polarises, I've barely worked on something this new. The only newest thing I've ever worked on was the same year Can-Am Renegade, but all I was doing is putting CV axles in and changing oil. I've never messed with motors. The only thing I've ever messed with motors on are LTZs, YFZs, DSs, stuff like that. No big 1000, well this is 1000, 800, 850 Sportsman, which this thing will run. It'll haul. Never like a Renegade though, but at the moment though it won't. The only thing I'm dreading right now is getting that motor out by myself. I'm probably gonna have to get a buddy to come up here and help me pull that motor. There's a pin inside that drive shaft right there, and we're gonna have to take a pry bar and spin that drive shaft around and drive that pin out of it with a punch. But other than that, I'm gonna pull this gas tank off, the intake off, and do all the battery and stuff on a time lapse again, because I don't have people here with me. And I'll pick y'all up. I'm also gonna pull the exhaust off probably. All right. Give you myself a break for a little bit. I've got the cross member out, gas tank out, air filter and stuff out. Basically all we need to do now is remove the drive shaft and unbolt it from the transmission, and it should come out. So I'm gonna get back to y'all after I take a break for a little bit. I'm gonna go get me something to drink and stuff like that. So yeah. Hey guys, got the motor out of the Sportsman. Fought me a little bit. They ain't got no power right now. Someone had to take the generator. I fought it out of here. I got it out. It's right here on the bench. The input shaft on the transmission fought me really bad. So right now I'm going to probably try and get everything sorted out on it and labeled again, all the connectors and stuff, and fill all the bolts up and stuff, and probably push this thing back outside and put all these parts that go to it somewhere, because it's going to be a while before I get to get into this thing. I mean, I could pull the valve cover off of it real quick. That's really about all I'm gonna do. Well, that is if I can find by any means. This thing is not light. I'm sorry, I mean, I ain't got no until Sunday. This video is probably gonna go up Sunday. So, yeah. Oh, it is around here. Come on. See the grease in there. God, this oil smells bad. Let's bring our flashlight. This one looks terrible up here. Nothing looks terrible up here, but you never know. You're gonna need a special tool just to pull that flywheel off. So that's gonna suck. I went ahead of the video some. That's because curiosity got ahead of me. Figured I'd update y'all. The head is off. It's sitting right there. And here's the motor. It's on an engine stand. Grab my phone here. Alright, so I can hear this. It's that one right there. It's that cylinder right there. That cylinder right there is it's got a bad rod. It's got a bad rod bearing. I ain't took the bottom of it apart yet. I've just been messing around here. This is why you don't run braking oil in a 2022 Polaris Sportsman 850 for 125 hours. The manufacturer tells you 25 hours you gotta change it. They didn't do it on this here motor. Alright. Compared to this one, solid. Guess I'll let y'all go. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna send y'all off to some B-roll of the Sportsman, so see y'all.